Hi, I'm Anna Griffin, and this is a two-part video on Paper Tricks 2. So for part 1, we're going to do the most difficult tricks in Paper Tricks 2. There are 14 in total. My most important one is called the Ruffled Flower. We're going to start there, and I'm going to do 3 different tricks in this video. So the Ruffled Flower looks like this, and it's so wonderful because it looks like ruffles, it looks like a flower, it combines all kinds of different paper techniques, and I've done it with a two-sided paper so that you can see the back and front folding that this paper trick is going to do. One thing I would encourage you to do before you start working with these is consult this amazing how-to instruction sheet that Cricut put together, because they did this step by step, and you really don't need me if you start reading all of this. But one of the things that's interesting about Paper Tricks 2 is that it's the single step of cutting and then the single step of embossing for every trick. So I'm going to show you this once, but you'll do the same technique for everything that we're going to make. So with this, to make the ruffle flower, we need the large circle, we need the half circle, and we need the embossing folder that says circles and ribbons. So to start, we're going to take the two cutting dies, and we have A plate, rubber mat, B plate, and then my paper. So I want to put these together, and I'm going to put the paper face down. So here, we're going to run it through the Cuttlebug. So cut first, and what we'll do is peel the paper away from the dies. And now for the ruffle, we want to emboss the half circle. And that's going to go in the folder in the top left corner. So the little piece fits perfectly in the embossing area. And what we're doing is embossing score lines into the paper. And I'm using a text weight paper, but you can use cardstock. You can use any weight paper, patterned paper. And it's going to go through and emboss the score lines. And you're going to do this exercise 10 times to make the ruffled flower. So we only need 1 circle, and then I need 10 half circles that are embossed. We need 1 circle, and we need 10 half circles that have been scored. And we'll start by going under, over, under, over. And you see what a great little tree this makes, this tree shape. And one of the things that I'd like to do is add adhesive to the end and the point end, because you're going to use this to create a wheel. And I put the adhesive right in the center, put the point in the center of the circle. Then you're going to use all of the other ones that you've made, and you're going to go around the circle. You see how it's starting to fill in? Until you have completed the entire paper trick. So that's the ruffled flower. So this is paper trick number 2. It's called the large and small flower. And you see how it is done 5 times and folded. The technique that you'll start with is cutting the circle from a piece of paper and then embossing the score lines in the bottom right hand circle. So run this through your Cuttlebug and score those lines. All right? We need 6 large circles to create this flower. Okay? And what you're going to do is, once it's scored, you'll fold the paper back on itself to create the petal shape. It's also a cone shape. This is really pretty. So you'll take a single circle, you'll add your adhesive to the back, to the point once again, and start at the center of the circle. And you can actually adhere the petals down if you want to hold them down, or leave them, going in a 3-dimensional look. You'll create all of these by embossing and folding 5 circles. The 6th circle is for the bottom of the flower. So you see what happened here. The circle's on the back, everything is adhered to the middle. And then there's a small circle as well. There's a little die that makes the small circle, and you can emboss the small circle the same way. This is our paper butterfly paper trick. To do this, do consult the instruction manual because you'll see exactly how to do this step by step. But what I did was I started with 2 pieces of paper, and I am going to die cut the square out of both of them at the same time because I'm using a text weight paper. What's great about that is that it's going to fold because the butterfly is pleated. So you want a lighter weight paper. Each one of these pieces of the squares that you cut are going to be embossed on the Paper Tricks chevron and fan fold folder. And the first one's going to get embossed straight and on a horizontal line. And it's going to look just like this. The second one is going to be embossed at a 45-degree angle, and you will run it back through the Cuttlebug like this. So what we do with each one of these, once it's all been embossed and we have a horizontal and a 45-degree angle, you're going to fold these over and under, over and under. And this takes a little patience because it's just a lot of the same motion. So this is so much fun because I like this. It's very therapeutic for me because there's a really big payoff at the end. But you see what's starting to happen. Okay, you're going to do that to both pieces. So over, under, and just pinch as you go, like as you hold it. What you're going to get. You see what's happening? This is so pretty. See what's happening there? All right. So once this is pleated and once this is pleated, both pieces are put together and pinched in the middle. So you see how the 45-degree angle creates the upward part of the butterfly wing, and the horizontal pleating creates the bottom part of the butterfly wing. All I've done is used a piece of twine in the center to tie it together, and it does crinkle a little bit, and if you want your embellishment to look a little more lifelike, just bend it backwards.